To measure that you've done 2 inches from the cast on, which is down here, is a bit difficult because you'd be measuring it like that. Of course it's bent and curled, that piece of work. The best way to work it out is to measure how many rows to an inch on the body of the work. When you know what gives you an inch, then knit the rows and purl the rows accordingly. My tension is 8 rows to an inch. I've in fact done 17, and I know that that's enough. The 17 brings me back to this edge, which is where we start the shaping of the tip. So gauge it at that, 16 to 17 rows, and I think you'll end up on the 17. To continue with shaping the tip, go back to the pattern. The pattern says to shape the top or the tip, on the first and third rows you knit 2 together and repeat from there, from the knit 2 together to the end. So virtually on the first and third rows we just knit 2 together all the time. On the second row, purl. So after the third row we would then just break off the yarn, leaving enough thread through remaining stitches, to thread through remaining stitches to draw up tight. So let's do that. So to knit 2 together all the way through, go through the front of the first 2 stitches, yarn around the needle, bring it through, slip those 2 stitches off. Repeat that. Yarn through the front of both stitches, yarn around the needle, take it off. Needle through the front of both stitches, so this first row of knitting 2 together will bring us down to 8 stitches. You can see the gathering at the top there. The next row is a purl. So we just purl those 8 stitches. And then we're just about to work the third row. So we've got 8 stitches that we've got to knit 2 together on this row. Will take us down to 4 stitches. So once again, through the front of the first 2, knit 2 together, and the next 2, the next 2, the last 2. The instructions say to break off yarn, leaving enough to thread through remaining stitches. So literally, to thread through, all you do, I'll put the yarn around the needle, like that, and I'm just going to cast off all 4 stitches over that thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all you do, pull it out, pull the yarn out. That gives us enough to sew down the sides. So if we just fold this in half a moment. So there's the body of the glove. There's the thumb coming out, and what we'll do in a moment when we finished all the fingers is that you'll actually sew that edge down, so leave yourself enough end yarn to do that. And then what we do next is we start on the fingers. So I'll show you how to do one of the fingers.